really enjoying that. As heat number 14 will go clockwise around the Carnarvon Speedway, the first one tonight, and the drivers are going to find out track conditions. Just a little bit tricky at the moment, and Mick Hammond, the two-time national champion, 7th in the point standings, coming into night number 2. He starts from the outside of the front row with car number 19 of Jamie Tilkerston. We just call him Turco, it's much simpler. Row number 2, 85 of Peter Dowie from Geraldton, and the 52, Paul Bowman, had a great opening night to the West Australian title. He is currently 4th in the point standings with 80 points, and a good result here will get him in the first few rows for the A main later tonight. Row number 3, with car number 10 of Damien Thompson from Collie for Thompson's Auto Parts, and 199 also from Collie, Phil Floppy Like It in the Holden Commodore. Row number 4, 2 guys from the northwest of Western Australia, one all the way from Kimberley, car number 29. Let's hear it for him, Derby Mob. Jake Hoth in car number 29, starting from P7. Ben Ferris, he said he was out of the title to us last night. He's back for night 2. He starts from position number 8 in car number 32. And the 5th and final row, car number 24, Brody Dunn, in his first senior state title. He'll race in his second state title on his home track next season. And car number 3, Gavin Minty, 10th in the point standings after night number 1. He's had a pretty consistent opening night to his state title. Just check where some of these guys are in the point standings. Jake Hoth is in 21st, so he needs a big result. Damon Thompson is in 20th. Phil Likett is in 12th. He'd like to stay there, I would imagine. Ben Ferris way down in the points. Ben Ferris is 44th. It heads to the infield. Set for a dispatch at heat number 14, the West Australian 3-stock title here in beautiful Carnarvon. Hardly a breath of air here at the moment. It's beautiful sunny, or not sunny anymore, it's night time now, but beautiful clear conditions for this second night. And Mick Hammond gets a great start on the outside of the front row, and we'll let him into pits corner for the first time. Paul Bowman, the big outside pass around the outside of Tilkerston as Peter Dowie and Phil Likett following through. Likett through into third place as Damon Thompson now trying to find a way past the 19 car of Jamie Tilkerston. Ben Ferris off the pace in 32, but Mick Hammond leads him out of turn 4. Paul Bowman right on his back bumper, the 2 Holden Commodores. 1-2 at the moment, actually it's Commodores 1 through 4. As Phil Likett is third, Peter Dowie's in 4th place. After one lap, Jamie Tilkerston back to 5th after starting on pole position. Damon Thompson goes around the outside of Tilkerston as Gavin Minty has come from position number 10 up into 7th place. With 8 laps remaining, it's all Mick Hammond who sets the fastest time of the race that time around at 21.738. The fastest time we've seen tonight. Gavin Minty rejoining the track down the inside of the 19 car of Jamie Tilkerston. Tilkerston a little bit out of shape going into the front straight. It's a racing 2 up front between Mick Hammond in 7 and 52 of Paul Bowman. They come out of turn number 4 with 6 laps remaining. In fact, make that 7. There's 7 remaining. They're 3 down and 7 to run. And Paul Bowman is absolutely stalking Mick Hammond at the moment. There's only 0.7 of a second between them. 3 seconds back to Phil Floppy Like It. He's holding off Peter Dowie and Damon Thompson. Gavin Minty is a distant 6th place in car 3 from Jake Hoth. Jamie Tilkerston, Brody Dunn and Ben Ferris rounds them out. But these 2 Holden Commodores absolutely flying around the Carnarvon Speedway at the moment. And Paul Bowman has closed the gap that time around back to 0.69 of a second. Mick Hammond is a moment, and Paul Bowman takes the 52 Commodore down the inside. Hammond fighting back on the outside, the 2-time national champion, equal to the challengers. We've got one up on the concrete wall. Car number 24 of Brody Dunn is facing nose first towards the wall, just to the left-hand side of the club rooms here at the Carnarvon Speedway. Not sure. Lead them to the green out of turn number 4, the reverse direction. We're in the Carnarvon Speedway. Paul Bowman watch for him to try and find a way past the 7 Commodores. They come through pits corner for the first time. Damon Thompson, the first of the Falcons, goes 3/4 track high and now dips underneath for Peter Dowie. Pretty nice move by Damon Thompson. Car number 10 from Collie, who's in a 4th. And Hopper shooter, 3 Commodores in front of him is further back. Ferris and Brody Dunn having a little bit of a tangle before they gather themselves up. And Mick Hammond just keeping Paul Bowman at bay at the moment. Bowman throwing the Commodore around the Carnarvon Speedway, trying to find a way past. Phil Likett now has his fellow Collie club member in Damon Thompson on his back bumper. Thompson in the Falcon, Likett in the Commodore, and Damon Thompson trying to get himself automatically in the show. He was 20th in the standings heading into night number 2. He looks to the inside of Phil Likett. Peter Dowie is 5th. Jake Hoth is 6th. Gavin Minty now works his way back into 7th as Ben Ferris, Jamie Tilkerston and Brody Dunn battle at the tail of the field with 4.5 laps remaining. Mick Hammond by 0.5 of a second that last time around. He would know Paul Bowman is there. He runs just ever so slightly wider than Paul Bowman in front of the Carnarvon Speedway club rooms. They have 2 seconds back to Phil Likett as Damon Thompson now holding off car number 85 of Peter Dowie. The battle for 4th and 5th place. Dowie on the low line. Thompson on the outside of Peter. Dowie takes back 4th place. Thompson trying to go back around the outside of Dowie. They're side by side down the back straightaway, and Thompson momentarily goes back into 4th place. Dowie back to 5th as Paul Bowman again tries to find a way past Mick Hammond. Jake Hoth is 6th and Gavin Minty with his 7th place as Brody Dunn finds a way past both Ben Ferris and Jamie Tilgeston with 3 laps remaining of the Carnarvon Speedway in heat number 14 for the West Australian title. Mick Hammond leading Paul Bowman by 0.4 of a second that last time around. Bowman again looks to the inside of Hammond on the exit of turn number 4. He just can't find a way past at the moment. These two Highland Commodores still the quickest in Western Australia at the moment, and they're right here this weekend in Carnarvon, and Paul Bowman gets a great run out of turn number 2. The Commodore nearly ranges up alongside of Hammond with 1.5 laps remaining. It's 7 from 52. Bit of a gap back to the 199. I feel like it with Damon Thompson and Peter Dowie continuing their ding-dong battle for 4th and 5th place. The white flag on display, 1 remaining. Mick Hammond wants to try and work his way through the lap traffic. The first of those is car number 19 and Jamie Tilgeston, who has a moment in front of the leader. Can Paul Bowman capitalise down the back straight away? Hammond goes around the outside line. Cara Tilgeston. Bowman follows him through to come past the Carnarvon Speedway glove rooms, and Mick Hammond will win his 2nd qualifying heat of the weekend with a fantastic drive to hold off Paul Bowman by 0.4 of a second. Phil Riker will be 3rd from Damon Thompson. Peter Dowie will be 5th. Long way back to Jake Hoth in 6th place in 29. From car 3 of Gavin Minty will be 7th. Brody Dunn will be 8th in 24. Ben Ferris will be 9th in 32. And Jamie Tilgeston in car number 19 rounded out your finishes with Ben Ferris and Jamie Tilgeston 1 lap down. But how about that, Carnarvon? Mick Hammond, the 2-time National Street Stock champion from the Bunbury Car Club, has won heat number 14 of the West Australian Street Stock title. He's 7th in the point standings heading into night number 2. And that heat race will put him in the heat race win will put him in the first few rows